Hello everybody, today is exactly as the title says. We're just going to be replaying a little bit of Blasphemous 2 because I need some footage for an upcoming video. So, let me go ahead and record before I forget. But let's get into this game. I'm going to be choosing a different weapon this time around because that's something I'm going to have to bring up in the combat section of the video. Basically, if you haven't seen my community post, I'm going to be making a video comparing Blasphemous 1 to Blasphemous 2. I think it's going to be good, so I'm trying to get some high quality footage so that it actually is good. How's everybody doing today? I am glad to have been able to gift memberships. Let me know how the game audio sounds. It might have cut out just now, and that's because I was clicking on the other monitor, so it was kind of like going out of the game. Yeah, I didn't understand this opening cutscene until I played more of the first game. I figured that, like, the penitent one that you play as in this game was just like a different one. But no, it actually is the same one, just like revived or whatever. I think people were mad because they wanted to see this character in this game, and then the very first cutscene, she just, like, you know, does that.
By the silence of this secluded existence.
Okay. So let me get your guys' takes, if anyone here has played both Blasphemous games. Which one do you think is better? Because that's going to be the point of the video I'm making. Blasphemous 2 or Ori and the Will of the Wit? Voice crack number 1. I would say probably Ori. I mean, yeah, that is a pretty good question. I have played both, and Blasphemous 1 sucks and Blasphemous 2 is cool. Cry, I'm sorry, but anyone can tell by the way you talk that you play Deltarune, okay? I'm just saying. Yeah, he's trolling Lando. Cry is trolling, bro. He has not played Blasphemous. Alright. And I'm playing on PC this time. I initially beat the game on PlayStation 5. I do not have the DLC on this, because I think this is Lando's copy of the game. So, since, you know, Steam family sharing. Alright, is there anything behind here? No. Okay, so normally I just pick, like, the main, like, weapon, because I think this is the best, but we're gonna go with this one. Who's this? Oh, this is just like a target dummy. It's fine. Why does the game look like Dead Cells but worse? Honestly, that was what I thought of when I first played Blasphemous 1. I was like, oh, this is kind of just Dead Cells but slower in every way. But Blasphemous is a lot more of an artistic game than Dead Cells is. Dead Cells has, like, you know, some good artistic elements, like it has good music and everything, but Blasphemous is all about the culture, and that's why I love it so much. I'd say I probably like it more than Dead Cells, but I'd say Dead Cells is the better game. So, let's look around if there's any secrets. I don't think there is, from what I remember. But yeah, Blasphemous 2 was what made me go back and actually like the first game. because it was more of what I was used to. So I kind of went back to the first game and kind of appreciated it more. I still do not know how to pronounce this save state. It's like a pre-do or something. Is Blasphemous on mobile? I had no clue, but I mean, I guess that would work. It's not a very demanding game. Didn't bro say he was going to use his face cam? So I can't today since I'm getting footage, but I would be using it. I'd much rather be using the, main weapon that, lets you parry and stuff, but, I want to have some different footage, so I'm getting my ass kicked here. I think it's triangle to heal, yeah. This weapon I chose is definitely a high risk, high reward weapon. But I think the best thing to do is kind of just like jump in the air. Wow, okay. I don't remember if I beat this boss my first try, my main playthrough. Well, luckily he doesn't have very much health. There we go. So yeah, I think it is really cool how in this game you get to choose your starting weapon. And I'm probably just going to watch all the cutscenes even though I don't have to, but might as well get the footage of them. I'm assuming the audio sounds good since I haven't seen any complaints. Yeah, I believe this is another cutscene. And this is a controversial part of this game. The fact that the cutscenes are like completely animated instead of like pixelated. Because that was like a cool charm of the first game. And now it's kind of like, oh, it's the same as everything else. But I still think it looks good.
Returned from the tomb and walking among the mourners. Your awakening is now written.
Yeah,
in
if
the eternal page.
I guess the game would work better on mobile if you had like a controller to connect to your phone, right?
Annunciada is my name.
The quality is better? Disgusting. Well, I mean, what do you mean by better is the thing? Like, you only mean more realistic. How is realistic looking better per se?
Look upon me thus as a preceptor in this enterprise, hailing from the highest of all seats. Penitent one, the miracle shall give birth to a new child in a great heart descended from the.
But yeah, I do really still like the art style of this game compared to the first game. But one of the big things I wanted to discover in this, like, short, like, replaying of this game, I need to figure out, like, if some of the graphical, like, backdrops are better than they are in the first game. So, like, as you see in the background, like, there's some cool mountains. I need to see more of that from this game in order to consider it, like, cooler than how it is in Blasphemous 1. I'm not even listening to this dialogue.
Orospina, the confraternity of embroiderers. Benedicta of the confraternity of endless orison. Odon of the confraternity of salt. Lesmes of the confraternity of incorruptible flesh. All under the dictate of the.
This game's got some crazy looking characters, like, in terms of, like, gore and blood and just weird shit in general. But I guess that's what's charming about it in a weird way. Oh, also, this won't be a very long stream, probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Okay. I forget if you can do this in a specific order. I guess you can. Or, like, whatever order you want, I mean. But yeah, I haven't played this game in about like probably 8 months or so, maybe longer. That's kind of why I'm choosing to replay this game for the video, because I already replayed the first game this year, actually multiple times. So I think I'm pretty good on that. It's just the second game I need to revisit a little bit. Oh, well, I guess I did replay this game for the DLC that came out, so I guess it hasn't been 8 months. Can't open that yet. Oh wait, can I? Actually, if there's a bell nearby, I can. I meant to grab that and I ended up healing. Yeah, the controls are a bit different in the second game. And I just tried to parry with the weapon that cannot parry. That's the thing, I love parrying in games, and I'm using a weapon that can't. So that's kind of lame. I really like the backdrop of this area. This is really nice. And I have no clue what I'm going to do with when I compare the game's music, because it seems pretty balanced in terms of quality. Like there's a lot of good tracks. I feel like the music in this game is kind of like more impressive, but I don't know if I would say it's better. Yeah, I can't do face cam because I, need the footage. Oh, this enemy was super annoying. Oh, shouldn't I use my... I got like an upgrade. Oh, I can't access the combat menu yet. City of the Blessed Name. Okay, where do I go to upgrade my weapon? I guess I just can't yet. Well, I do want to get one of these.
Montagnez, one of those who know trace the miracle penitent one, and I can please accept.
I am not reading all that.
It is but the first. Now I shall play. The hands of the miracle will guide. May they guide thee.
Okay. What does this do? Increase physical damage inflicted. Yes, please. Doesn't he, like, sell them? I guess you just have to find them. Yeah, this is going to be... I apologize that this is a bit of a low effort stream, because really all it is like, oh, I just wanted to talk about things while I get this footage, because otherwise I'm just playing the game again for like no reason. Might as well like multitask.
Here in my darkness, where are the bereaved now? How long?
That's something that I'm kind of worried about when I make the video, is that I don't really know that much about this game's story, so that part of the video might be kind of rough in terms of, coverage, because I'm not going to be able to go too in depth because I really don't understand too much of it. Alright, so we're going to have to go down there, I believe. Yeah. Wait, where's the map? Oh, it said press share. That's not usually the case on PlayStation. Yeah, usually on PlayStation you'd press like the touchpad, not share, because share would like take a screenshot. Not on PC though. Just head down here. Yeah, like why what kind of enemies are these? They're like flying pots with wings. Having a super high damaging weapon early is pretty good though. I can two-shot these guys and not even be close to them. Oh, I don't have the wall jump yet. Okay. I figured you would just have that upon, like, you know, starting the game. I guess not. Oh wow, this can even break, like, the shield of that person. I assume I'm going the right way. Oh, no, I'm not, because I don't have the wall jump. Never mind. Let's keep going down. Yeah, I think, I have some people in my viewer base that have played this game. But I think overall, like my viewers are still interested in this game. But probably just because it's, like, it's similar to other indie games like Dead Cells and stuff. But I'm glad to introduce it to some of my viewers. Yeah, so I should be able to hit that bell right away now that I have this. But that doesn't do anything because I don't have the wall jump. You know what? I wonder if I already am gonna get my second weapon soon. I forget if there's... Yeah, like, look at this imagery. Like, what is this? That's so gross. How do I unlock that gate? Okay, so I'll just get in here. That is a dead person. Oh, dude, these enemies are very annoying. Look at that health! Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh! Wow. Alright, didn't know that this was a boss fight. Dude, that guy... Yeah, like, I remember those enemies being super annoying. I was like, why am I fighting this guy already? Am I supposed to be down here? What can I do? Because I have the weapon that can't parry. I usually parry that attack. Okay, I can dodge. He could still end up hitting me on the backswing, though. Well, he's dead. Blasphemous 2 is not on mobile? Wonder why that is if the first game is.
Whose face and name you keep hidden. No. Your name is of no consequence. If your footsteps have led you to me, Yerma is mine own. But this is not the right moment.
It's kind of interesting. This game is based in Spain, so... But they still use, like, Old English. I guess that's kind of just for the immersion.
This hatred which blinds
Because I don't see what what relevance it would have for what type of like English would be used, since it would just be Spanish anyway. But I don't know, maybe I just don't know much about the history of the Spanish language. What do you like more, Blasphemous 1 or Blasphemous 2? I think probably 2, but I mean I think that's one of the reasons I'm making the video, is because I kind of want to really think about it more. You should watch the Making of Blasphemous documentary. Is that like a YouTube video? Because I feel like I might have seen that. Like, I might have seen like a little bit, or maybe just seen the thumbnail. Okay, now we get the wall jump. Yeah, like, people don't like this art style of the cutscenes. And I can kind of see that. The Blasphemous makers made that documentary. Speaking of the Blasphemous makers, are you guys excited for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound? Because I sure am. That game looks absolutely insane. I guess it's not going to be a Metroidvania, it'll be a side-scroller, so... Can we just equip a rosary bead? Yep. Okay. No, I've not tried the demo. I usually don't do demos just because I have a lot of games to play. So it's like, I'll just play it when it comes out. Something like that. If I'm like incredibly excited for something, maybe I'll do the demo. Like, I don't know, like if a new Little Big Planet came out or something, which will never happen, like then maybe I'd play the demo. Or like if like a Red Dead Redemption 3 demo came out, or Mario Galaxy 3. Yeah, I have to be really into something to really care about doing a demo. Are you enjoying it so far? Enjoying the Blasphemous 2? Actually, yes. I'm enjoying using this weapon first as a change of pace from my original. I don't know how some YouTubers make an hour-long video about games, how they even enjoy the games while playing and recording at the same time. That's the thing, that's why I kind of like have started playing games off camera and stuff, because otherwise it feels too much like a job. So what I'll do is I'll try to like sink deep into a game like without necessarily getting footage of it, and then like after I'm done playing it, if I enjoyed it enough to make content on it, I'll go back and get a little bit of footage. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I already have some footage of Blasphemous 2, but for the video, I presume it'll be like a 15-minute, 20-minute video. So I'm gonna need more footage than what I have. Where does this go? But yeah, I mean, there are some hour-long video. Like, I made an hour-long video on the games that I finished in 2024, and that was like an hour and 10-minute video, and I loved making that. Now, yes, it was a grind, but it was such a passionate video. Like, that's my favorite video I've ever made. Unsurprisingly. Does the game provide marks of martyrdom for all upgrade levels of the 3 main weapons? Because I finished the game 100% map, and I still have about 3 levels of upgrade, and Veredicto not unlocked. I think that's one of the flaws of the game. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh man, my voice. But yeah, I think that's one of the flaws of the game. The problem is I have other people in the house, so I have to talk low, And then I have horrible voice cracks because of that. But I always have voice cracks in my streams. But that's one of the flaws of the game, is that I was watching, like, someone said that in a Discord server, like, if you do it in a certain progression, like, you can miss out on some of the points. I think I missed out on some too. So yeah, I think that just happens. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. I think, like, at a certain part of the game, they stop giving you that. Like, maybe if you do the DLC, because the DLC has a different currency. Here in India, it's 10 p.m. It is 12:27 p.m. for me. So you're probably 8 hours ahead. Or no, 10 hours ahead. Duh. Okay, I think that's used for getting a new potion. $11:27 a.m. for me. Okay, so you're probably like in Central Time or something. I didn't get any more of this. So now we're just gonna go over this ledge. When it comes to getting the gameplay footage for your videos / YouTube shorts, do you pre-record the footage or do you just play the game? So all my footage is pre-recorded. Sometimes, like, when I'm making the short and I, like, need, you know, more footage, I'll, like, stop making the short for a minute and I'll, like, go, like, I'll start up the game and I'll do something in the game to get the footage. But yeah, it's all pre-recorded stuff. Some of my videos are not pre-recorded, but you can tell by the, like, way I talk that I'm, like, playing it. Like, I made a YouTube short one time. It was on one of the bosses in Hollow Knight. It's called, like, Nosk, I think. Yeah, Nosk. My YouTube short on that has like 700k. You can find it easily, but you can tell that I was not, like, pre-recording there because it was like I was having, like, a live reaction. So that's how you can tell. Alright. Oh, I like the music here. I think I'm supposed to go down. Yeah, this is kind of lower. But I don't know if this passageway is unlocked yet. Oh, when I grab this, there's gonna be a fight, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, I can kind of, like, stun the enemies with this weapon. Oh, these little bastards. They're very agile. Pretty sure there is contact damage in this game. So I gotta be wary of that. Come on, let's get through this fight without getting hit. I usually jinx myself. Nice. Alright. Yeah, this weapon, like I said, it's high risk, high reward, but I guess that's not really true, because if you just keep your distance, it can be one of the most safe weapons to use. I'm just not taking hits right now. There's another dude on the ceiling. Like, I'm just stun locking these people. Whoa. Wanted to get this like glory kill thing off. Been playing too much Doom. I called it a glory kill. It's just an execution. Yeah, I think the coolest narrative in Blasphemous is just the fact that the game kind of just, in its style, just highlights like how like sin basically ruins everything. And that's like the point of Blasphemous, is that it's like supposed to be like some like Catholic game, kind of just like saying like how bad sin is portrayed in the religion. So I think it's like a very, like, if I was a Catholic, like, this game would be an absolute like love letter. I did not know I could just destroy that. I thought that would be something I would have to go to the other side for. Or maybe it's this weapon, because this weapon, the way it hits is kind of broken. Come on, lower your shield, buddy. Oh, I can't even get down there because of that. Hold on, I'm going to pause just for a second because my OBS screen is kind of like in the way of chat, so let me just fix that. There we go. Blasphemous 1 was my... Hold on, let me just kill this dude. Oh, man. I was stuck in an attack, so I couldn't, like, dodge that. I shouldn't make excuses. I sound like Darkside Phil. Blasphemous 1 was my first ever Metroidvania, and honestly, if Blasphemous 2 wasn't released, I'd have never played any other Metroidvanias because I hated Blasphemous 1. But at the same time, Blasphemous 2 is like top 5 games ever played. That was kind of similar to me. Like, I didn't like Blasphemous 1 when I first played it. And then I played Blasphemous 2 and it was more of what I was used to. It also, like, I think another reason why I didn't like Blasphemous 1 was that was at the time where I hated Souls games as well. And Blasphemous 1 is, like, just 2D Souls, let's be honest. This game is more nuanced than 2D Souls. It's still 2D Souls at heart, but it has, like, it has more, like, quality of life combat features, whereas, like, Souls games really don't have that stuff. Like, it has, like, you know, like, double jumping in the air and stuff. By the way, is anybody playing Stellar Blade this week on PC? I saw that PC launch for Stellar Blade is, like, insane. Like, there's, like, I don't know, like, 170,000 concurrent players right now. I'm starting to get some hits now. We're starting to get hit because I'm not playing as safe. There's got to be a secret here. Yeah. Oh yeah, these guys give you insane rewards, I remember. Yeah, good eye. Let's see what's over here. This looks like There's either something really good here or this is going to be a fight. So let me just go and get my Tears of Atonement back. I keep healing instead of finishing them off, because the inputs for that, I think, are, like, reversed from the first game. I don't know why, but they are. We gotta save some health. Ah, that guy's so annoying. Alright. Come on. Yes. Okay, that's what I wanted to do the first time. Yeah, let's just go up here. Never mind. Yeah, like this music is much more impressive than the first game. It's got like a lot more variety of instruments and stuff. But I don't know if it's better per se. Oh, this is just a different area. Oh, I love that backdrop. Look at that. Reflection of a city, too. But, I mean, it doesn't make that much sense. What city is it reflecting? Is there, like, a city, like, right behind me? I don't even know if I'm supposed to be at this part of the game yet. Like, what am I doing in this forest? Yeah, like, I thought this was a mid-game area. I guess not. Alright, what's this for? Alright, let's go up there. Oh, we can't make it up there. We need the double jump, I believe. Oh, another good thing about this game, you don't die in one hit from touching a spike. That's just like a objectively good new mechanic. Dude, these enemies hit super hard. Oh, and you gotta get out of the way. Dude, the DLC in this game wasn't even that good, to be honest. It's kind of mid. That's really the only thing about this game I thought was mid. The DLC. It's not great. Get him out of here. I think we've died twice so far. It's not terrible. Can we upgrade our weapon yet? Yes. Okay. So we already have these. Okay, R1 activates it. I guess I'll just... Yeah, I would say this is probably the best. It's just good technicality, good thing to... Or a good mechanic to have is just be able to turn that off whenever. There we go. Cannot go on that ice. That's a DLC thing. Let's please go down. Please go down. Oh, wasn't this guy annoying? I have a feeling this thing's gonna charge me. Alright, where am I even going? Okay, I mean I'm right in between these two. I remember my first playthrough, I did the one all the way over to the left as my first. I believe like I somehow like went around here. So let's try to do that last. I believe in the first game you had a set pattern, if I remember correctly. Let's just run from that. Another mark. We can probably go ahead and use that. I see you. Now, which way do we go? I kind of want to go up there because that area has really good music, so... But we can't. Let's go down here then. And we can't go down here either. So where the hell do we go? This is fast travel. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm screwed. Isn't this like the DLC area? I don't have the DLC though, so. Let's go ahead and heal. I should not have gone into this arena, dude. This arena is just not it for this weapon. Dude, I can't do anything. Well, I gotta target this guy. But then that guy is gonna be right here. Come on, just die. Okay. Did I just duck that? Okay. Wow. I should not be alive after that. Can we even go anywhere? Okay, we unlocked the one to the city. Oh yeah, we got one of the nuns, so let's go here and see if we get anything. No, we get nothing. Did not mean to go down here. Okay, which way do we go? Literally such a skinny legend game among my top 5 Metroidvanias. What do you mean by skinny legend though? Because I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard that that term used for a game. Oh yeah, there's a shop here. Let's see what I've got 9K. I think that's pretty good for the early game. Yeah, I mean, this is always the safe go for this.
Hear among my wares, I shall await your return.
It means that something is so cool that you'll literally lose weight from it. I mean, I feel like shouldn't it be like the opposite? Shouldn't it be like you'll gain weight from like playing it so much? Did anyone here get the special physical edition? Unfortunately, I did not. Maybe I should get that sometime. I have the standard physical, so maybe I can get like the Switch special edition. Because I have the PS5 physical. Did I go down here? Yes. So how do we get up there? Could be like maybe somewhere there. Yeah, I have the Switch too. I still don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. Yes, this is where we go. Okay. So, unfortunately, this is the one that I did on my first playthrough, but let's just do it. It's a great, like, what is it, like Latin guitar? It's fantastic. Yeah, this enemy just wrecks in the early game. There was no point for me to do that. Or was there? Yes, there was. Oh, but I need the other weapon to use that mirror. Spanish guitar. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is I heard there was a Mario Kart World track that just came out. Like a soundtrack for the game, since the game just released. And like it was the same type of like sounding instrument, and it called it a, like in the track name it called it a Latin guitar. So that's why I thought it was just called Latin guitar. But I guess Latin would be Central America, right? Actually, maybe not inherently, because I don't know. Correct me in the chat. Yeah, all of Latin America, not just Central. Because Mexico technically isn't really Central America. I think Central America is... I think that's like considered from Guatemala to Panama, I think. Excluding like the Caribbean islands and stuff. I've never charged this weapon before. I don't see this being that useful. But let's see. Yeah, I mean, it slows you down a lot, that's the thing. I wonder when I'll get, like, the sword. Like the mea culpa equivalent weapon. I forget what it's called. But that's usually the one I would start with. So I wonder where that is. Yeah, you can tell I have a bad habit of not really using the fire with this weapon. Kinda just forget to use it. And yeah, if I were to fall into any of those spikes, unlike the first game, I would not be killed immediately. This guy is back from the first game and looks the exact same. Oh, except he's got like a bigger health bar this time. It's just so great how much this stuns enemies. Oh. Heal. Overall, we're doing pretty good so far. I feel like the next weapon is pretty nearby. Like, I think that, like, the tomb for the second weapon is going to be, like... If I keep going to the left, I'll find it. There's a much-needed save state. I think the main complaint with this game is that it's easier than the first game, which is true. It definitely is. This right here sucks, though. And I think at launch, the bosses were even easier than they are now. And that was really disappointing for a lot of people. Because they weren't just like easy, like they were just like too easy compared to what they wanted to make for the game. Like the game wasn't designed to be this easy, but it accidentally was. That's just what I've heard. Like I know like there's a creator called like Foco or something. And he said like, because I guess he played the game near launch. And he said like, oh, so-and-so final boss was the only, like, good fight in Blasphemous. Slight voice crack. But at the same time, like, I don't really agree with the, like, Souls-brained people that think that, like, the only way a boss fight is good is if it's hard. But I guess you could say, like, that's, you know, the point of a boss is for it to be, like, you know, kind of very difficult. What did that do? I forget. Because I thought that was the tomb for the weapon. Is this like the DLC area? I think it might be. It's just I don't have the DLC, so I can't access it. The bosses in Blasphemous 2 is harder, though. They might be now, but what I'm saying is when the game first released, people, like, I didn't play when it first released, but people were complaining, and then, like, in the comment section of, like, the Foco video that was released near the launch of the game, like, and now people are in that comment section saying that, you know, this video is now kind of a little bit dated since the bosses have been, like, touched up a lot. But even so, like, even when I played the game, which was after the patch, like, I still thought that, like, it was at least, like, around the same level of difficulty. But, like, maybe even a little bit easier. One thing that I know for sure is easier in this game is the areas. So the areas in Blasphemous 1, like there's just a lot of, like, enemy spam in that game compared to this game. So that's... What am I supposed to do here again? What can I do to unlock this? Oh, okay. That's easy enough. Ah, dude, That wizard is one of the most annoying weapons, or not weapons, enemies in the game. Ah, man. I can't hit him through this. We gotta upgrade, but no room for it. Okay. Okay, well this is enemy spam. Oh, we just destroyed it. Forgot. It's gonna go up. Oh yeah, I remember this part. This was fun. Oh, did they spam the wizard guys? Please don't. Please. Let's get him. Yeah, they're gonna spam them, dude. I have no heals. Okay, so if you crouch while using this, it does that. I don't get the point, it just has less range. This is supposed to make the sand go down to the point where the boss room is located. Oh, I like this backdrop. We got some sculptures in the back. Fast travel. Okay. Yeah, like this is definitely high quality music. It's just like there's still some tracks in the Blasphemous 1 soundtrack that I would prefer to this. Alright. Enemies in Blasphemous 1 are way more annoying, not harder annoying. And there is a big difference between those words. Yeah, that's true. And, you know, I think a big difference is that with annoying, they're annoying because, like, they can be annoying and difficult at the same time. But when something's just annoying and not difficult, it's because it's, like, kind of confusing on how to deal with them. But once you notice how to deal with them, like, it's not hard anymore. Like this wizard dude that just spawns out of nowhere. You just gotta keep your distance and not even try to attack him, because he'll just go away. This hand is annoying too, you just gotta get behind it. I didn't have time because of that enemy. And that does over half my health too. That's very annoying. Nothing is more annoying than projectile throwing enemies in Blasphemous 1. I feel like that's like any Metroidvania type game. Like I remember in Hollow Knight, the primal aspids and the one like crystal enemies, those were both the worst. This should be the final like sand thing I have to break. I mean, right here the game is straight up telling you not to attack the wizards. Well, right here you just gotta wait. That's kind of annoying. I might get a Switch 2 Pro controller soon. I've heard amazing things about that controller. The reason I didn't get it at first is it doesn't really look that different, but people say like the analog sticks are just amazing in the hands. So I gotta see it to believe it. There's absolute chaos going on here. Wow, that's a lot of damage. The ultimate blasphemy in Blasphemous 1 is not having a double jump. Yeah, that was the big thing for me when I first played it, because I was used to other Metroidvanias. When I realized I was never going to get any movement upgrades, I was like, well, what the hell? The progression of this game is boring then. But then, you know, I figured there's other things that the progression has going for it. It's just a game where you have to think of it differently. You can't really go into it thinking, you can't go into it thinking that it's going to be the same as like Hollow Knight or the same as Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yo, found you through Miles. You seem like a pretty chill guy. Thank you. How'd you find me through Miles? I don't think we've collabed before. We're just, I guess we're very similar creators. We share a massive audience. Like we just share like a massive amount of our audience. That's what YouTube tells me anyway. Okay, we can go down to the boss. Oh, I don't know if there's gonna be a save state at the boss location, so let's just go up here again. So far, the playthrough is going solid. We've only died 2 times. Hold on a minute. Yeah, surely we can. Maybe we can't access the boss yet. But we probably have to go down here anyway. One of my neighbors is mowing if you hear background noise. That's part of living in a suburb. I always make sure to hit those bells multiple times. What's up, Penguin? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Sonic 5? I don't think I can get through here. I need, like, the sword. Probably just have to go down here. Oh, you can see there's a save state right there. I just need to get through this fight. Ah. There we go. Probably gonna be a second wave, I would assume. This isn't very hard. Nope. How much does this game cost? Is it less than the ridiculous price of those new Nintendo games? Well, yeah, of course, anything is. This game's like 20 bucks or so. Maybe 30 bucks when it's not on sale, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can get it for like $15.99 usually when it's on sale. Yeah, nothing's more expensive than Nintendo, let's be honest. I paid $80 for Mario Kart World to get the physical, because I'm basically, not fully, but I'm almost always physical only. So yeah, probably won't be dropping $80 on a game ever again after that. The game is great, like it's a great game, but it's just not worth the money. Yes, I've tried to do this multiple times and forgot I did not have the upgrade. I swear some $20 games, Hollow Knight, Cuphead to name a few, are better than most AAA games. That's true. Then again, like, with indie games, like, they're so... The problem is that AAA games, whenever a AAA game is bad, it gets so much press, but when an indie game is bad, it doesn't get any press because, you know, it's kind of like, it'll just not get talked about at all. The thing about that is that AAA games have less of an excuse to be bad because they have such a huge budget. When an indie game is bad, it's like, oh, whatever, you just move on. When a AAA game is bad nowadays, it crumbles the company. What's up, Beamy124? Welcome to the stream. We're at the boss.
When I was but a miracle that checked the old I'll reflect and the miracle as I fled penitent one. Refind us. Do you wish me to join? There you
Because they were in it for the passion, not the profit, yeah. I mean, at least, I feel like everyone's in it for both to an extent, but at least, like, the ratio of passion to profit is like a 90 to 10, so that's acceptable.
From the erosion of the walls, the statues, and our own bones.
Let me know if, like, the game audio is too quiet. It shouldn't be, but maybe. Is it worth to play Blasphemous 2? If you've played the first game, I would say yes. I mean, you can start with either one, to be honest.
Echoes that could not bear the seclusion that I imposed upon them, crawling Penitent One.
I don't know what this dude is talking about. Can't really hear anything. Okay. Let me turn the desktop audio up. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud. Actually, one sec. Okay, it's been a while since I fought this guy, so I feel like I'm gonna die once or twice. I mean, he's not a hard boss, but... like, this attack would always get me. Okay, she's helping me out with some damage. Yeah, that attack is kind of annoying. This attack, that would always get me. Gotta watch out for the counter attack there. Okay, this is super easy so far. Okay, I'm destroying this dude. This is easier than the introduction boss. Oh, this is second stage now. Okay, this might be difficult. Yeah, he's got more defense now, I believe. Okay, I'm cutting through his health pretty good now. Now that I had the flame activated. Oh man, when I'm like just hitting him normally with the weapon, it does nothing. Oh. I gotta heal soon, but I just want to get a lot of damage off. No! No! Okay. Always want to stay prepared for that attack. Please don't die. Please don't die, dude. Come on, please help. There we go. You can't parry with that weapon? Correct, I cannot parry. I literally finished Blasphemous 1 today. It's very good. That's good. Was it your first playthrough, I assume? Because whenever I beat it on my first playthrough, I did not like the game, and then I had to go back to it to like it. But yeah, if you want to learn more about why, I have a video up on that.
Be witness to this vigil before my I, Radames. Even after death, I could still... But their pain never managed to bring tears. One of those... I obeyed. Penitent One.
I don't care.
You...
The memory of him still hurts. So it was.
Dude, I always thought in these cutscenes, what is this dude's hairstyle? Why is he bald like in a circle?
Themselves in their utter desperation to the miracle. A miracle whose light seemed to have gone out in all our hearts. For having long ceased to bathe us in its benevolent radiance, we believed it extinct.
Oh yeah, because kind of the lore of this game is that religion has kind of been gone from the area for a long time.
Already puts out its celestial light. Let the miracle cast open its black gates. So...
This was a cool part of the game, the way it, like, the cutscenes, you know, drag on the progression that the city gets lowered, and then eventually you can go there on the map. That's cool.
Penitent one, you have encountered one of the 3 regrets. The first part of the testimony of the birth has been revealed to you, and the eminent sculptor figure of the father has descended.
I'm pretty scared for the future of gaming because of Nintendo and the $80 games. Now other companies will think it's okay to charge $80. Yeah, look at the Outer Worlds 2, that's $80. I regret paying $80 for Mario Kart because it's like, you know, why am I supporting this? I think going forward, I'm gonna try and buy all of my Switch 2 games used. Because, you know, that way my local game stores get the money, not Nintendo. And here's the thing, though. It's like, you can't really judge someone's morality by whether or not they support $80 games. Because if they really, really want the game and have the money, they're going to do it. And here's the thing. It's like, well, we buy from Amazon. That, you know, doesn't that company profit off of, like, child labor and stuff? You know, overseas and stuff. So, like, in reality, a lot of the stuff we consume, whether we know it or not, is supporting things that we don't support financially. So, you can't really judge people for that. Do you like Dead Cells? Yeah, I love Dead Cells. That game got me into roguelikes. Yeah, and my dad even said, like, if GTA 6 is $100, he might still have to buy it because he loves Grand Theft Auto that much. And that's the thing, is that that's how a lot of, like, just, like, casual gamers are. They're gonna pay $100 for GTA 6 because they've been playing GTA 5 for 10 years now. And they love it so much. So, even, like, us people who, you know, are really locked in with gaming news and stuff, we play a lot of different games. We probably, you know, we won't accept $100 games. But, you know, the casuals who just want to play another Grand Theft Auto, who, you know, they don't play much else, they're probably going to feed into it still. Have you heard of this little-known indie game called Hollow Knight? I think so. It's made me a lot of money on my channel. Paid like $7 for that game, and it's made me like $3 grand. What's going on, Rishi? Welcome to the stream. Do we have any upgrades? Increases fire damage inflicted. Yes, please. So now we can't upgrade this weapon any further until we get, like, the next thing unlocked for it. And yeah, make sure you drop a like on the stream. I see a lot of people have came in and dropped likes on the stream, so thank you for that. Do you think that Silk Song will be 2 times bigger? Maybe. I mean, that would justify the wait time. But, I don't know. Maybe, like, I'd say, like, 1.2 times bigger. I know that's really specific, but... Did you play Deltarune? No, I don't really like Deltarune, to be honest. I played the two chapters of the demo. And I'm just like, Deltarune is not, like, amazing enough of a game for me to, like, indulge in it until it's finished. Like, it's the same thing with Ultra Kill. It's like, I don't love the game enough to, like, want to keep playing it even though it's not finished, when I can play, like, other games that are already finished, like, completely. It's like, I really don't care too much about Deltarune. Like, I love Undertale, but Deltarune's just not really my thing. Like, I kind of liked the comedy when I was first doing, like, Chapter 1. And then Chapter 2 kind of, like, turned me off. Because it's like the characters just got, like, more and more, like, annoying. Like, they just got, like, really, like, I don't know, like, ADHD brained. Like, every cutscene in Chapter 2, it felt like I just, like, the whole cutscene was, like, a waste of time. Because it's just, like, to tell, like, one, like, funny joke at the end or something. Like, Like, I get what Toby Fox is going for. It's just like the game's not really for me. I like the more like structured style of Undertale. Although I did see some of like someone did explain to me like the lore of the character you play as, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like the Chris, the person you play as in Deltarune, like whenever like the chapters end, he like tries to like take you out of him or they or whatever. I thought that was kind of cool because I didn't really understand that when I first like played the demo. One alternative to Ultra Kill is Turbo Overkill. For a second, I read that as Turbo Ultra Kill, and I was gonna say like, is that a mod or something? But have you watched Indie Cross? No, I have not. What is that? Did you play Death's Door? I did not. I think that's a roguelike, I believe. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, this dude's kicking my ass. Does that stay unlocked forever? I think so. It's a shooter where you have a chainsaw as a leg and more. Dude, I love boomer shooters though. I recently played through Doom the Dark Ages because it came out. That game's so awesome. Like, I know there were a few things around the game, like surrounding it, that were not cool. Like $70 price point for Doom. Also, like, it had like third-party things like Denuvo, which is like an anti-cheat that a lot of PC gamers really hate. I don't hate it, but it does like affect performance, so that's really annoying. So yeah, there was a couple things that were really annoying about. Oh, also the physical on PS5 isn't even on the disc. It requires internet connection to download. So yeah, a lot of annoying things surrounding Doom the Dark Ages that wasn't the case with Doom Eternal. But I still loved, like, the game itself. A 2-episode YouTube animation. That sounds cool. Oh yeah, I need to play Celeste. Like, I've been meaning to for a few years now. It's just like every time I have the like free time to play it, it's like at that point I'm like burnt out of platformers. So I'm like, I'll play a different style game. And then when I like am done playing like a different style game, then I like start playing like a different platformer. So yeah, that's completely my fault for not playing it yet. Best Doom game? I mean, I think it has to be Eternal, right? I guess it could be like Doom 2 or something. I haven't played that, but I feel like it has to be Eternal. Like, Eternal's just so fun. Dark Ages is very good too. Have you played any Castlevania game? Yes, I love Castlevania. I've played I played Super Castlevania on Super Nintendo, and I've played Symphony of the Night. Anything up here? No, I can't reach that. Yeah, this game I could definitely see how it could remind you of Castlevania, because even though it doesn't have like the heavy metal music or anything, it's just so artistic, and so is Castlevania. But Castlevania is more so of like, it does have like Catholic art, but it's more so like Eastern Europe, and whereas this is Western Europe, so it's a little bit different in that regard. Like, I think Castlevania takes place in like Romania or something, so. Yeah, I think I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night first, and then once I like got my dad's Super Nintendo out and I bought Super Castlevania 4, then I started playing that. And that's my favorite Castlevania game, is the Super Nintendo one. I love the graphics and like the music and just the overall like art aesthetic so much. It looks so great on old TV too. And Blasphemous has a very similar art style to Symphony of the Night. That's one thing that you can really notice. I've been starting to go back to single-player games after being multiplayer for a while. I don't regret it. Yeah, that was me when I was like 14 or so. Like, I started getting back into more like legacy-style games. Like, I would just play like games that the games really just left me like empty feeling after a while. Like, I would just play like multiplayer Minecraft and like, I think, yeah, when I was like 12, I played a lot of Fortnite, MLB The Show. And all those games are kind of like they're fun, but they're also kind of like sloppy if you like play them too much. It's just like you're doing the same thing over and over again. So it leaves you really hollow feeling. It did for me anyway. And then once I started having like new experiences, like I remember one of the first games that I like, you know, just bought, never heard of until now, and then just experienced for myself, was Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Like, that was something that I had no I had no investment in, and just gave it a try and loved it. Like, that was kind of what unlocked like my ability to just try something new and like really become attached to it, was that game. And I played that when I was like 15. That game just really, you know, taught me that I need to play more. I need to play something new like every month, and ever since then that's what I've been doing. And occasionally replay stuff. Do you think Skull the Hero Slayer is worth playing? I've never played it. I do own it because it's been like free a few times, but I've never played it. I think it's a roguelike. It's probably worth playing if you like Dead Cells. That chandelier's no fall, isn't it? Yeah. Doesn't matter though. I love this area of the game. This is beautiful. It's like an old like library with cobwebs and everything. I'm just wrecking everything in my path with this weapon. It's annoying I can't parry, but still. Do you think that Blasphemous 2 is bad, the DLC? I think I said earlier in chat that I thought the DLC was kind of mediocre, because the main like boss in that DLC was so frustrating to me. I didn't think it was that good. Hey, I think I got a new weapon. Yep. Not the new weapon I would prefer, but still good. I don't know, I never really used this weapon in my first playthrough, but I'll try to use it a little bit more here. Oh, it's got like a thrust attack, like in the first game? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll start using this more just for the footage. I need to get some upgrades for it, though. Single player is what got me into gaming. My first game ever was Mario Galaxy on the Wii. Everything about that game just felt so refreshing when I replayed it on that All-Stars game for the Switch. Yeah, if you're a big Galaxy fan like I am, you would love the music in Mario Kart World. There are a lot of fantastic Mario Galaxy compositions in that game. How do you parry again? What was the parry button in this game? Let me look. Where's controls? Where is it? I'm looking. I mean, I see special. Alright, I'll just try it out when I kill this enemy. Okay, so it's R1. Do you like Blasphemous 1 or 2 more? I said this earlier in the stream. That's kind of the reason I'm making this video. Is because I kind of like haven't really thought about that much. So, I mean, I guess we'll find out once I make the video. I would say, like, my early guess is I might like 2 a little bit more. I'm only buying the Switch 2 if it goes on sale for Black Friday for, like, $50 to $100 off. I really hope that's going to be the case, but, I mean, based on the way it's selling right now, I really don't think it'll get any money off on Black Friday, to be honest. I think the Switch 2 price, like, for the console is fine. It's the games that are unacceptable, so... Like, I think 450, like, maybe this is, like, privilege talking, but I think 450, like, that I was fine paying that with my money, of course. But, you know, other people are in different situations, especially if you're younger and, you know, you don't really support yourself financially yet. Like, I can understand, like, not being able to get it. I'm gonna die here, I think. Nice. Oh. Alright. Don't celebrate too early. And there's another wave. Great. Wow. Come on. Just die already. No! Contact damage. Oh, man. That sucks. Was I right near where I died, though? No, I was not. I mean, I guess I kind of am. Why is the parry kind of hard to do? I don't even know if this weapon can counterattack when parrying, though, because I should be able to counterattack this little enemy. At this point, Nintendo isn't selling just the game, they're selling the enjoyment / nostalgia fans have had for a previous version. You could look at that way with the way there's so many remixed music in Mario Kart World, and you know, people like me eat that up because, you know, we're nostalgic. I think for me, I just like music, and I love music in general, but like still, like you can definitely tell they're. But then you can look at that in a different light. You can say, oh, you know, they're just giving a love letter to their fans or whatever. That's kind of how I view the music in Mario Kart World. Like, it's clear the composers had so much passion for the previous games. But yeah, Nintendo definitely knows how nostalgic their fan base is over everything they've ever made. Can I go to the boss yet? No, it's... I gotta break through this area, I believe. Oh, I gotta start this combat section over from the beginning. That's annoying, though. Come on! This is bullshit. I can't hit them, but they can hit me. Bro! And then a chandelier hits me. Are you kidding me? I don't even remember what that does. Oh, this is to leave. Probably just activate this and then go back. Nintendo has two types of main customers, kids and adults that played as kids. I guess that's true. I don't know many people who didn't play as kids that play as adults. But they're still missing out, man. They are missing out. Not on the prices, of course. But Nintendo, like, out of all the publishers, they do make the best games, let's be honest. Sony and Microsoft do not make better games than Nintendo. I am excited to see how Ghost of Yotei turns out, though. Should we just go down? We already used that. I think we should be able to access the boss by now. What's stopping us from doing that? I mean, it could be this door that's blocked off. There should be a way to break through from here. Oh, probably we gotta get up there and, like, make one of those chandeliers fall. But then wouldn't we have to go, like... Yeah, like, how would we reach that? I don't expect much from sequels. Most sequels don't improve upon the original in recent years. That's true. I think Blasphemous 2 actually is one of those sequels, though. Like, it does have a lot of improvements. What is the worst game you've played? Probably a Turbo Super Stunt Squad on the Wii U. That game was complete ass. Like, I think it got like a 38 on Metacritic too. Like, absolutely deserved. I mean, I guess that's not accurate, because I guess I have played Big Rigs before, and that game has like an 8 on Metacritic, and it's absolutely deserved. So I guess by default it's Big Rigs, because I technically have played that game. Or some trash mobile game, true. There's an enemy up there, I can see him. Again, he can hit me through the table, but I can't hit him. Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, I mean, they haven't reached out to me just yet. If they reach out to me for a sponsor, I mean, I guess money talks, but yeah, I don't think it'd have to be like $3,000 per ad for me to shill their shitty mobile game. And if they do reach out to me, I'm gonna have to like cut this part of the VOD. But yeah, the only way I'd sell out to them is like if like it legitimately, like if me doing an ad read for them, like if that benefited my family that much by like 3,000 or something. Is Silksong a sequel or a prequel? I think it's gonna be a prequel, but we don't know. I don't think it's been confirmed. Man, these chandeliers are annoying. I'm trying to bait them into falling. Oh, okay, some of them don't. Some of them just don't fall. This guy was in the first one. If you don't know how to deal with these little enemies, they are some of the most annoying in the game. I'm surprised these enemies don't parry your attacks. They have the shield, but they never like parry it. We got a lot of money. That's 18K in the early game. You hear that? I think there's one of those nuns nearby. Yep. Wait, there's got to be more. Oh yeah, if I go down on that platform, I bet that's what it is. Yep.
Grateful.
Yeah, when you hear those whispers, you gotta be near one. Okay, can we get an upgrade? Let's see. Yes. Okay, so this is the counterattack. We need that. Increases your... Okay. Oh yeah, we should probably get that. Let's try to use that weapon for a little bit. Should be a lot better now. Oh, but I still didn't use the counterattack. And it sucks because you can't parry while you're crouching, so it's very clunky. Oh yeah, I loved getting this one. This was fun. Very tricky. There we go. And we can't even get through there yet because we don't have the sword. I only used this weapon when I played it. Yeah, it's a very broken weapon.
And you may die, perhaps even rot away before my I can wait as long in the end, but for now, sit down. Sit. Welcome to this. It is a great rarity. What dost thou seek? Yes, if only I could find. How did you
Please shut up.
Listen?
What's your top 5 Metroidvanias? I want to make a video on that soon. I'm trying to think. I'd probably say like... So number 1 is going to be Hollow Knight. Number 2, Super Metroid. Number 3, maybe Ori and the Will of the Wisps, or maybe... Actually, no. That's tough. Yeah, I'll say number 3, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Number 4, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Number 5, Blasphemous 2. How about that? You like Metroid Dread? Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Metroid Dread, to be honest. I just like Metroidvanias with better art styles. Another fight here. No, I did not play The Last Faith. I know it's similar to Blasphemous, but it just didn't look as good, to be honest. Your reviews weren't, like, amazing or anything. Typically, like, I know this is kind of, like... This is kind of, like, anecdotal, or whatever you want to say, like... well, I guess not anecdotal, but... It's not really fair, like... to judge a book by its cover, but a lot of games, when I see that they like don't have great reviews, I just don't really play them unless it's a genre I really love. I don't like care about playing them because I already have a ton of other games to play that have better reviews. So I just want to like, I kind of just put my trust in them instead. So that's why like The Last Faith, like it doesn't have as good reviews as a game like Blasphemous, so it's kind of like, well, you know, I'll play some of the other games in the genre. What do you prefer, games with 3D or 2D? Well, I'd say like most of my favorite games of all time are probably 2D, but I wouldn't say I prefer it. I would just say that I think the reason a lot of my favorite games are 2D is because I play a lot of shorter games, like instead of like 40-hour long games, but I still like 3D and 2D equally. Where can I go from here? Kind of confused. Yeah, 3D or 2D depends on the genre. It's true. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good weapon, I guess. Like, if you just get close to somebody, you can do high DPS. Yeah, like, look at that. Okay. I think for this section, I'm gonna want to use this weapon for these little enemies. Just clear them out. And I can switch. Yeah, that does half health. That's good. Oh, that was close. Okay, so this is why these are here. Kind of hard to hit this, you gotta go at an angle. Oh. Please, no. There we go. Okay, if I fall down here. Oh, I see. So I have to go to the other side. So I gotta figure out a way to get into there. That's a bit annoying. Let's heal up real quick. most important thing is how a game feels. Yeah, I could see that. Also, another thing people might point to is how memorable it is. That's something I hear a lot. That was kind of a tricky parkour session that I did. I don't know if I was even supposed to do it that way. Did this woman just die after talking to her?
Oh, sister, seek us not to deceive me with. I know you hear my word. Welcome, visitor, to this table. Pay us no attention to my sister's words, nor her silences. No, I am no longer. Thine understanding has long been governed. I remember when you had that old blue-green headscarf. If you held it now in thine hands, perchance you would never have lost it if...
Alright. Yeah, this weapon is shredding right now. I can't get this open right now. I don't think I can get the door open down here. Oh no, I can. Did I just completely miss this or something? Execute this dude. I think if you liked Blasphemous, you also like The Last Faith. Yeah, I probably would. It's just like when you look at a game that just reminds you of a different game, except that different game is better. It's kind of like... It's like you're playing the light version or whatever. Because it's like, why would I play The Last Faith if I could just play Blasphemous, if you know what I mean? Wow. That guy got deleted. Okay, so I can only do the parry counterattack if my weapon is charged. That's what I'm getting from this. Yeah, I know it has like a more of a Bloodborne, like gothic aesthetic. I forget what boss this is.
Welcome to this palace. How silent, how mundane these luxurious chambers have been. Halls that
She
were once
seems like she's gonna be
frequented
difficult.
by- They all trap. Done. On guard.
She has like the same weapon as me. Not doing very good. Did that just kill me immediately? Wow. This fight easy as hell. I'm glad that's the first thing I read after dying to this fight. The thing is, when I first fought this, I had my favorite weapon, which I do not have right now. So I feel like it's gonna be a bit interesting. I'm gonna try it with a weapon that can't parry. Screw it. This seems like a very parry heavy boss, but I'm just gonna try it with this.
On.
Probably gonna take a shit ton of hits. Ah, come on. Stop taking contact damage. Oh, man. Ah, come on. This is not going well. Yeah, too much contact damage, dude. Can you even parry that? Oh, you can parry that. What's like the point of parrying? I get nothing for parrying. Damn. I wish I could get the... What is it? Rugo Alba? I think that's what it's called. The other weapon. I wish I could... Wish I had that for this fight.
On guard.
Ah, man. It's kind of just watch where you're going. No, I meant to hit something different, bro. Starting to show some different attacks. Damn. She's getting faster. Wait, why do I still have guilt? That's really annoying. I don't know how I still have guilt if I didn't get one of my... She should use that attack more. That's the one that always gets me. Oh. Okay, well, that's not bad at all. I'm getting hit a little bit. No! Do that multiple times. Come on, I'm one hit. Wow. Wow, look at my health. No. I got barely hit by that. What's up, Bolt Play? Welcome to the stream. Veredicto has asked the daggers and the sword is better. Well, I don't have the sword, and I'm complete shit with the daggers. What game after you beat this one? I've already beat this game, I'm just replaying it. I shouldn't have any other guilt after I retrieve this. Yeah, I've done Hollow Knight. I beat Hollow Knight 3 years ago. I am playing another indie game called Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. If you guys haven't seen my recent YouTube short, you guys should check that out. Dude, like that's... That was horrible. Wow. Yeah, I don't even remember this boss that much.
On guard.
I'm not gonna get my thing until I need like health, because that will drop me some health. Yo, that attack's annoying, bro. I just barely avoided that. I think I got crit. Okay, well, that was super annoying the way that that ended up. Yeah, I don't understand how I still have, not all my, like, I still have some guilt, which I don't understand why. Okay, this only lasts, like, one thing, so this really isn't that bad at all. You just dodge forward. Wow. Oh no, I forgot that happens twice. I jumped too early, dude. No, again, like, I just anticipate that it's not going to happen twice in a row. That's completely my fault. This is really close. There we go. Sweet. Guilt system is different from Blasphemous 1. Yeah, I'm just not used to it then. Alright, well, we hit 2 hours on the stream. It's going to be a short stream today, so that will do it. I got a decent amount of footage. I might get some more off camera if I end up needing it. But yeah, I'm decently happy with the amount of footage that we got today. So thank you guys for checking this out. I got a few other things to do today, so otherwise it wouldn't have been a short stream. But hope you guys are looking forward to the Blasphemous video that I have coming up. I'll try to lock in and get it done as soon as possible, but it's gonna be it for me. I'll see you guys later.